Let me tell you something that might just change the way you see money forever. Warren Buffett, the Oracle of Omaha. One of the richest people on earth. And yet, if you saw him walking down the street, you'd never guess it. He doesn't wear flashy watches. He doesn't drive a Lamborghini. And believe it or not, he still lives in the same house he bought back in 1958. Why? Because he understands something most people don't. It's not how much you make. It's how wisely you use what you have. And today, we're diving deep into 11 financial mistakes that keep people broke. These are traps Buffett has spent his life warning others about, but what most people don't realize is they're making these mistakes every single day. Let's start with the first one. And trust me, you won't believe how simple yet damaging it can be. For one, low value. Investments, picture this. A young man walks into a store. He just got a bonus. He's feeling good. He walks out with a shiny new tablet, a designer jacket, and some wireless speakers he didn't really need. It feels like progress, right? But Warren Buffett would say, he just wasted an opportunity. See, Buffett's golden rule is this. The best investment you can make is in yourself. He's not talking about fancy degrees. He means knowledge, skills, wisdom, and he lives it, reading nearly 80% of his day, devouring books like they're oxygen. He once told a room full of college students, try to read 500 pages a day. That's how knowledge builds. Like compound interest. The problem? Most people invest in things that fade, not grow. New gadgets, trendy clothes, entertainment subscriptions, but those things don't return anything. Buffett's secret? He invests in books, courses, conversations, quiet reflection. Because when your mind grows, your value grows, and that can't be stolen, lost, or outdated. So ask yourself, are you buying tools for your future or toys for your present comfort? Barker 2. Credit card debt. Now let's talk about the silent killer, credit card debt. It starts small, a dinner out, a pair of sneakers, maybe a weekend trip. You swipe your card thinking, I'll pay it off later, but later becomes months, then years. And that $200 jacket? You end up paying $350 for it, thanks to interest. Buffett? He avoids credit cards, like they're poison. Yes, he has one, but he uses cash 98% of the time. Why? Because credit cards trick your brain. They separate pain from purchase. You don't feel the loss, so you keep spending. Buffett's rule is brutal but clear. If you can't pay it off by the end of the month, don't buy it. Let that sink in. Every time you swipe without a plan, you're digging a hole. And the scariest part? By the time most people realize they're in deep, it's already too late. Number 3. Quantity over quality. Let's say you need a new pair of shoes. You walk into a store and spot two options. One is $40. The other is $120. You go for the cheaper one. Obviously, right? Save money. But what you didn't know was that $40 pair, it'll last you 6 months. The $120 pair, 2 years. So who really saved money? Buffett's philosophy is crystal clear. It's better to buy a wonderful company at a fair price than a fair company at a wonderful price. But this mindset goes beyond stocks. He's saying invest in quality, buy less, buy better. Not because it's fancy, but because it lasts. Think about how many cheap things you've replaced over the years. Now think about what would have happened if you just bought once and done long-term thinking. That's the Buffett way. Number 4. Unnecessary spending. Now this one. It hits home for almost everyone. You've got a little extra in your account, so you treat yourself. New phone case, extra subscription, weekend getaway. After all, you worked hard. You deserve it, right? Well, Buffett would agree. You do deserve a reward, but not if it destroys your future. Buffett once used a $20 flip phone for over a decade. He only upgraded to a smartphone in 2020. Let that sink in. A billionaire, using a flip phone, while the world was already on iPhones. Why? Because he didn't need it. It wouldn't make him smarter. It wouldn't make him richer. It wouldn't add real value. And here's his rule that shocks people. Don't save what's left after spending. Spend what's left after saving. It flips everything upside down. You save first, then whatever is left. That's your spending money. Simple, but powerful. Because when saving is your priority, you build a life where you're always prepared. Number 5. New cars. The trap. With wheels, imagine this. You're standing in a glossy car showroom. The lights gleam off the paint. The seats smell like fresh leather. You turn the key. Vroom! It's powerful. It's sleek. It's everything you dreamed of. And in that moment, you feel unstoppable. But what you didn't know was the value just dropped the second you drove it off the lot. Yep. That brand new $40,000 car, it's now worth $35,000, maybe even less, before you've even hit the highway. Buffett knows this game too well. That's why he doesn't play it. He buys used cars and drives them for years, sometimes over a decade. Why? Because he understands that a car isn't an investment. It's a tool, a liability, a fast depreciating asset. Let this sink in. Buffett drives less than 3,500 miles a year. He sees no need to spend $50K on something that's just going to lose value every day it sits in his driveway. Meanwhile, the average person, they upgrade their car every few years. Bigger payments, more interest, same roads. It feels like luxury, but it's just financial quicksand. So next time you're tempted by a shiny new ride, ask yourself, who's really winning? You or the dealership? Number 6. Paying full price. The small leak. That sinks big ships. Now, picture this. You're at lunch with Warren Buffett and Bill Gates. Seems like a regular lunch. Until Buffett pulls out something that makes everyone freeze, a coupon. Yes. A man worth over $100 billion used a burger coupon in front of one of the richest men alive. You probably wouldn't. But Buffett doesn't care, because he knows something most people ignore. Small savings become big wins over time. The average person? They don't even check for deals. They just pay full price. At restaurants, at retail stores, online, everywhere, and slowly. They bleed. Money. Buffett, on the other hand, looks for value in everything, even a cheeseburger. It's not about being cheap. It's about being conscious. He knows that if you throw away $5 here, $10 there, that's $2,000 a year gone, easily. So the next time you think using a coupon makes you look poor, remember Warren Buffett did it in front of Bill Gates, and nobody laughed, because that's what wealthy mindset looks like. 7. Constant nights out. Luxury that steals your freedom. Let's talk about something millions fall into without even noticing. It starts small. A dinner out on Friday, brunch on Saturday, takeout on Sunday. By Monday morning, your wallet is whispering, "Please, I'm tired." The truth? Dining out is one of the biggest silent money killers, but Warren Buffett? His favorite meal is simple. A McDonald's breakfast sandwich and a Coke. Every day. No five-star steakhouse. No truffle fries, just consistency, frugality, purpose. And yet, he's not suffering. He enjoys it. Because his money isn't spent to impress, it's used to empower. Let's be honest. Do you even remember the food from that $75 dinner last month? Or was it just a quick moment of pleasure that faded into another empty transaction? Buffett's lifestyle proves something big. You don't need extravagance to be fulfilled. You need clarity, simplicity, goals. So cook at home. Invite friends. Over. Make memories, not receipts. 8 wasted opportunities. The money you never saw coming, now this one might haunt you a little. Because the scariest waste of all isn't what you spend. It's what you never earned. Back when Buffett was a teenager, he wasn't waiting around. He delivered newspapers. He sold golf balls. He even buffed cars on weekends. While others played, he built. Why? Because he understood something most adults still don't. Opportunity doesn't knock. You build the door. How many ideas have you had, but never started? How many chances did you ignore because they didn't seem big enough? Buffett never waited for the perfect moment. He started small, failed fast, and moved forward. And that's what most people miss. They wait. They scroll. They say, one day, but while they're waiting for a miracle, someone else is out there, grinding for theirs. So here's the truth. The money you never try to earn is the biggest loss of all. Number 9. Gambling. The fast lane to losing everything. Let me ask you this. Have you ever watched someone win big and thought, what if that was me? That's how it starts. Just one scratch card, just one bet on the game, just one spin of the wheel. But here's what Warren Buffett says. Gambling is a tax on ignorance. That's a bold statement, but he's right, because the house always wins, and while you're chasing luck, you're losing time, money, and sanity. Buffett has seen brilliant people fall into this trap, thinking they're the exception, thinking they've cracked the code. But luck is not a strategy. He doesn't gamble because he knows the odds. He controls risk. He never throws it. Most people don't even realize how subtle gambling can be. Day trading without knowledge, that's gambling. Chasing. Crypto hype without research? Gambling. Playing the lottery every week hoping for a miracle? Still gambling. And every spin, every card, every bet is another step away from freedom. So if you're spending your hard-earned money hoping for a quick win, stop. Because Buffett didn't get rich from luck. He got rich from discipline, patience, strategy, and so can you. Just 10. Keeping up with the Joneses. The invisible war. You ever see your friend buy the newest phone, and suddenly your old one feels ancient? You watch your neighbor roll up in a new car, and your ride feels like junk. We've all felt it. That itch to match what others are doing. That silent pressure whispering, don't get left behind. But Warren Buffett? He's immune to all that noise. You know why? Because he doesn't measure wealth by what you show. He measures it by what you keep. He still lives in the same modest house he bought in 1958. No mega mansion, no yacht club, no $10,000 shoes. Because he understands something crucial. The minute you start competing with others, you lose track of yourself. People go broke trying to look rich, but Buffett stayed rich by not caring what people think. So while others were flexing, he was investing. You don't need the newest iPhone to prove you're winning. You don't need the luxury watch to feel worthy. You need peace, confidence, and control over your own game. Because the Joneses? They're broke too. They're just hiding it behind designer tags. Micro 11. Subscription traps. The quietest thief in your wallet, this one. It's sneaky. You sign up for a free trial. Just 7 days. Just one click. Then a month later, boom. $12,999 gone. You forget to cancel. It auto-renews, and now it's charging you every month. Streaming services, fitness apps, monthly crates, little fees that feel harmless. But here's the twist. You're not just losing money, you're losing control. Buffett doesn't waste money on things he doesn't use. He tracks his spending because he respects every dollar. And if you're subscribed to something you don't even remember, you're not in control. Your habits are. It may not seem like a big deal. $9.99 here, $6.99 there. But that's $300, $400, even $1,000 a year. Gone for nothing. So do a purge. Check your accounts. Ask yourself, do I really need this? Because small leaks sink big ships. Final thought. The secret Warren Buffett never said out loud. Now you've heard it all. 11 money mistakes that seem small, but steal your future. And here's what Buffett would tell you if he sat down beside you today. It's not about how much you make. It's about how much you keep and how wisely you grow it. The truth is, wealth isn't flashy. It's quiet. It's patient. It's earned through discipline. So don't chase what's loud. Don't spend to impress people who aren't watching. Don't compare your life to someone else's highlight reel. Instead, cook at home. Drive a reliable car. Cancel the junk. Say no to fast pleasure. Say yes to freedom. Because you don't get rich by accident. You get rich by design. And the earlier you learn that, the closer you are to becoming unstoppable.